this video, I'll be exploring seafood, street food. My impression of the lower part here overall is that not a lot of ice being used and there are a lot of flies. On the island of Bali, they don't ask you at all how you want to prepare it. They just prepare it however they want to prepare it. I'm looking at this and it's got a bit of a seafood funk to it, like the kind that you don't want in your seafood. Oof, this video is gonna kill me. From the inside or from the outside, I'm not sure which way. A lot of people might think Bali is its own country. It's not. It's part of Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the most populated countries in the world with over 300 million people. It also has the largest Muslim population in the world. But folks on the island of Bali celebrate Hinduism. So the religion, the customs, the food, everything in Bali is quite different from the rest of Indonesia. Today, our focus is on the seafood. We've come to Bali's biggest seafood market, and here you can find seafood like you can't find anywhere else, I assume. We're gonna start the day by touring the market and seeing what kind of unique seafood we can find. Let's go. Let me break down how this market works. First of all, it's evidently for short people. Second of all, there are two places where you can buy seafood, outside and inside. Right now, we're outside. After you buy the seafood, you have to take it to a restaurant who will grill it up for you. Right now, we're looking out for our first meal and trying to find something interesting. This caught my eye immediately. This is a stingray. Turns out the stingray liver can be awful, can be decent, but we're not getting that today. Here's a big, beautiful fish head. Even the flies love it. That's how you know it's good. This is a type of tuna, very small. I think for sashimi, you could basically just eat the whole thing. Just slather it in soy sauce and wasabi. I'm gonna put that right back. Terima kasih. Okay, cool. All right, bye-bye. Right here we have a bunch of baby sharks. Now, I'm not sure if they're bamboo sharks or actual baby sharks or baby bamboo sharks, but they're not on ice. Inside, a lot more stuff is on ice. I did notice that. My impression of the lower part here overall is that not a lot of ice being used and there are a lot of flies. I believe in pushing boundaries of food except for when it comes to food safety. So I'm gonna head inside where there's a lot more ice and things seem to be a bit more fresh. Immediately when you step in here, it's like another world. A lot less of the bad smells, more of the good smells, and a lot more ice. Also, you're protected from the sun. They have a huge selection of fish to choose from. We got shrimp, we have shellfish, we've got, what's this?
Scallops.
Scallops. What kind?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, these are blood cockles. They're called blood cockles because of the hemoglobin content in the inside. You know, like when you cook a steak and there's some red juices that come out and everyone's like, it's blood. It's not blood, it's hemoglobin. I think I should buy some of these. Can I please have some blood cockles? Oh, there's a big one. And they're still alive. That's the best part. Take a look at this one. When I touch it, boom, close. I mean, I had to give it some help. So she's gonna weigh those up. That comes to 35,000 in the local currency, a little bit over $2. That's an incredible value because that is not a small amount of blood cockles. Let's keep moving. As we keep moving, there are fish vendors on either side. You know, I'm not that good at fish. Every time I'm in a market situation, I panic and I want to look on Google Images, and Google Images is not going to know. Will it? Maybe it'll know. For example, what is this fish? Okay, I'm going to take a photo. Oh, it's a giant trevally. That's something I knew already from my mind. And then we have the most colorful, beautiful, gorgeous fish I've ever seen. This is called a knob snout parrotfish. Take a look at the coloration, the patterns. This is one of the most beautiful fish I've ever seen. I'm curious if it tastes equally as beautiful. She's throwing it on the scale. So it's 80,000 rupiah. That's like $5. I'm shocked. But I thought it was gonna be, I don't know, 23 bucks. It's very colorful. Terima kasih. Ah, see, I got one local word. Very cultural. Right next to the seafood market, there are a few different restaurants. Now the restaurants don't have any food. You gotta bring them the food and then pay them to cook it up for you. Hello, bro. Look at this. There's a ton of action over here. Maybe they don't have any space for us. They seem too busy. Can you cook my food? Here's how they do it. They just weigh the total amount of food. They don't care if it's lobster, they don't care if it's sardines. And then they're gonna charge you based on the weight. So this is 2 kilograms, 4.4 pounds. It's like $2 to $3 for them to cook all this up for us. That's amazing. Let's do it. Yeah. We're in the deep back dark kitchen with Putu, and he is going at this parrotfish like a pro. Now parrotfish have extremely tough scales to remove, but they're no match for this man right here. Oh, not so beautiful anymore. Now it's off with the fins. Give it a little bit of a nice refreshing rinse. He's gonna flatten the whole thing out. That's its life force inside, all its guts and heart, lungs. Do fish have lungs? I don't think they do. I think they have gills. A little bit of a rinse. From here, he scores the fish, creating more surface area so it can cook through more easily. In the local language, he just says it's smelly. I don't smell anything bad. Uh-oh. He might be smelling me. Sorry. That is gonna go in the net, just like the fish you saw outside. All right, right here we have the blood cockles. Oh wow, those are dirtier than I thought. That's gonna boil for 5 minutes, then we'll see those on the grill. We come to the grill and he has put it down in its final resting place. For the sauce, they just put on garlic butter straight away. So they don't really ask you how you want it. If you're in Vietnam, there's salt and pepper, there's garlic, there's tamarind sauce. Here, they just kind of get to cooking, but it does look delicious. I like to see the local way that is prepared, and this definitely looks local to me. Now we're getting kind of a tomato sauce being put on there. Right here, we have salt and pepper being put on too. Look at that thing. The blood cockles have finished boiling and they are on the grill. You can see they peeled each one open. So it's like they're sitting in little ceramic bowls being boiled over the charcoal. All right, so that is complete. Right here, they're gonna unnet the fish. Looks like that is the top side. Put it on a platter, give it a little bit of a flip, and boom, there you go. All right, so we finally have our full meal right here. The fish costs this much, the blood cockles cost this much, and to cook it all only costs this much. Let's do a little bit of a tour of the table here. First of all, we have white rice, we have some local greens, and then here we have a whole sauce trough. We have garlic butter or garlic oil. This is something with probably a tomato base. This is a darker sambal, and this is a lighter sambal. Before I even try any of that spice, I want to get into this right here. Oh, take a look at that. Big, bold, beautiful pieces of parrotfish. They have layers of sauce literally caked on top of there, like when you paint the same room 10 times. Meaty, still juicy. It's almost like splitting the fish in half this way makes it the fish into a vessel that keeps the juices inside. A tinge of garlic flavor, but that tomato they put on there is semi-sweet. Take a look at this sauce. That is completely full of chilies and other flavoring agents. I took a tiny sip earlier and almost burned my face off. So I'm gonna put a lot on here right now. Let's go for it. That is lighting me up like a menorah. It's sweet, it's semi-sticky, and very spicy. I'm not gonna go through every single sauce, but I'm told this is one of the best ones here. This is called sambal mata. There's raw garlic, there's chilies, there's lemongrass, and there's something else that I forgot. Oh my God, unbelievably fresh, right flavors, it's vibrant. You don't just taste the lemongrass, you feel it. That is the fish. Right here, we have the cockles. You can see that they put so much seasoning in there, it's like a cupcake tin full of blood cockle. Let's try it out. Never had a doubt. That's delicious. It's slightly chewy in the best way possible, but certainly not tough at all. Oh, it has a nice smoky flavor. You just taste tons of garlic, tomato. It's sweet, it's salty. Obviously, it's very similar flavors to the fish, but a completely different texture. Blood cockles, absolutely worth it. The market itself, it's not exactly eye candy, but if you drink it, anything can be beautiful. Ask my wife. I got her drunk last night. She said I was handsome. Can't take it back down. I think what we should do is finish eating this. I'm gonna get back in there. I'm gonna find some more seafood. Right here we have octopuses and we have what I thought was squid, but actually these are cuttlefish right here. They have two really long arms. That's a cuttlefish, right? Because that's how they cuddle with you. This looks awesome. It's like a broth of inky darkness that all the squids or cuttlefish are inside of. Here we have crabs. Right here we have giant river prawns, tiger prawns, and prawns. I don't know all the scientific names. Right here we have some giant barracuda. Last time I had barracuda, I was in Mexico City and the guy cooking it was a lucha libre wearing his mask, and I still can't look at barracuda in the eyes to this day. I have to go. So I've seen a lot of food repeated already, except for this. That looks like a giant squid. Whoa, that's a monster.
Barracuda.
And it, oh God, she's another barracuda. I can't look at the barracuda. It just reminds me of the man with the mask. I think I should get this. That is an octopus. Oh God, it just leaked out a bunch of ink. Oh, yeah, sorry. He said be careful for the rotating fan right here. If you want to chop this into smaller pieces though, you can just put this right up to the fan. The people here are so friendly. They're so awesome. I'm gonna buy an octopus from them. He's gonna weigh it up. So I believe it's 52,000. So it'd be roughly a little bit over $3. Perfect, thank you. These are squid. And I think I should order half a kilogram. All right, he's gonna plop that in. And that is 44,000, around $3. The next thing we have to do is go find somebody who's gonna cook this food. We've come to another Dungeness kitchen right here. They're prepping our octopus. They've just cut the head off. And right here, the tentacles remain. So now he just beats it up completely. Here's what I find fascinating about this place so far. They don't ask you at all how you want it prepared. They just prepare it however they want to prepare it. Oh, I think that was the ink sac that just went inside. Here, we have all of what they call calamari, the tiny little squids. And one by one, he's kind of separating the insides from the cone. I got too many squid. Gives a little bit of a swish. Boom. Right here, the tentacles. Those are going on the net. All the calamari are going on a little bit of a net. Boom. Close the net, and that is ready for the fire after we get one more net on there. All right, we're coming back to daylight. Right here, the squids, they're only going to be flavored with this garlic butter, which looks absolutely delicious. Here on our octopus, the spicy sauce is going on. Let's see if that's actually spicy. We'll find out soon. These just need a little bit more heat. After that, we're gonna take it to the table and try it out. Boom, we've got our second course right here. We're closer to the beach. I'm under this beautiful palm tree. That's not a palm tree, is it? Maybe it's a coconut tree. Look at this. Tastes like Diet Coke. Right here, we have two dishes. I'm a little bit apprehensive of what I have in front of me here because I'm looking at this and it's got a bit of a seafood funk to it, like the kind that you don't want in your seafood. It also has the texture like it hasn't been fully cooked all the way through. So I'm gonna look for a piece that seems more done and I'm gonna take one bite and see how I feel using my emotions. Pretty slimy, rubbery on the outside. This was the spicy one. I can tell you, not spicy. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if we picked the wrong seafood or if we picked the wrong cook, because that's a possibility too. So that's that one, delicious. This one, when I saw it, I thought, is this also done? Because they feel far too gooey and not done enough. This is cooked with garlic. I'm gonna put even more garlic on here. Either it's delicious or I get to lose 5 pounds. Either way, I win. Oof. Unless this is some kind of new way of cooking, this is probably some of the worst seafood preparation I've ever had, which is interesting because the first place we went, the food we had, delicious. Some of the best seafood I've had in a long time. This, the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm not getting full off this, I'll tell you that. From here, we need to make one more round into that market to redeem ourselves. I need to find one more seafood. I'm gonna go with a different cook to see if they can whip up something a little bit more palatable and something that's not gonna endanger my life. Seafood we just had, not that fresh. Here may be the reason. Yesterday was a national holiday. It's called Silent Day. Everything is closed. Yet today somehow, even though no one fished yesterday, all the food is still here and abundant. So what happened? They probably saved the food here for a couple of extra days. So that means now whatever I buy, it's a little bit of a gamble as to whether or not it's gonna be fresh. Right here, I think I found the pinnacle of this market. They have a couple of different lobsters. First of all, this is more like a rainbow or spiny lobster, but that is not what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. This is known as a bamboo lobster. You know, because the antennae here are very spiky. It's got these little like freaking shivs above its eyeballs. It's got beautiful coloration here and this bluish black hue and yellow stripes going down the tail. It's a beauty. Should I give it a little bit of a sniff? I'm not really good at this. It doesn't smell like anything. My man, is this fresh? Fresh. Okay, well I said the word fresh and you repeated it, so that's probably fine, right? He's gonna weigh it up. I believe the price, it's a little bit over $40, which is not bad. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Oh no. They're saying hello, but I hit my head. It's not because they're making conversation. They want me to move, and that's the only word they know. This video is gonna kill me. From the inside or from the outside, I'm not sure which way. All right, bag it up. Let's take it away and put it in a body bag. All right, well, it's too late to back out, but here's the trash, and this is the preparation area for the food. I don't know what's going on anymore. The first move is to remove its constraints. He cuts off the antenna. Wow, you can see that tail is thick with meat. Wow, take a look inside, all that head butter. Oh, wow. So in some countries, if you were in Thailand, that would be a prized part that they would keep. Here, they're just washing it away. But at least they're washing something. So just like everything today, this goes into the net and ready for hitting the flame. Yes, please, wash it more. Right here, they're putting on some garlic oil. The smells are improving greatly since the garlic came into the picture. I think this is gonna take at least 20 minutes to cook. Actually, I'm gonna set my clock. I wanna make sure I think this thing is cooked all the way through. They just gave it a flip. You can see the outside is completely changed color. It's a bright shade of orange with a little bit of char on there too. Oh, look at that garlic and all those juices coming out. All right, right now he's taking it off the heat for a moment. He's slicing open the tail section. Even more garlic sauce going inside, and that is going back on the heat for round 2. Meal 3, the final meal of my life. Hopefully not. Today is interesting. It started off really good, and then it got really bad, and then now I feel like I've lost all my trust in mankind, and I'm hoping for the best here, but there's 2 things that could go wrong. 1 is that this could be an old lobster. 2 is, I don't know, did you see the preparation area here? I've never seen anything like it. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, take a look at that. That is pretty impressive. It does smell very nice. It's very garlicky. I'm gonna give it a dip in the garlic oil here. Try it out. Garlicky. Some parts are a little sinewy, some parts are quite juicy and delicious. Overall, I would say it's a winner. It tastes like I'm gonna be okay. This is that sambal mata. You can see the chilies inside, it looks spicy. I'm gonna put that on the lobster. Oh, it's so fresh. There's onions, there's chili seeds. For a little while, we lost our way. Our GPS left us in the dark, but now we found our way back to Flavor Town. It's very pleasurable. And I would say around 40 bucks roughly for a lobster this big. It's not that bad. The other thing that's hard to believe is that I could have 2 pounds of lobster or 2 pounds of any animal and they charge you the same amount of money. All right, so that is our lobster. We've had 3 meals so far. It's time to wrap it up right after this. Boom, guys, that is the end of the video. What a wild roller coaster of a day this was, huh? I don't think that today is a great representation of Balinese food as much as it is more for typical Indonesian food preparation. That being said, some of the food today was delicious, and then some of it, well, you gotta be careful. If you come here, I would say smell the seafood when you buy it, and then just check out the joint you're going to. Otherwise, fun day. I'll let you know how I feel tomorrow. That is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Oh, peace. All right, I feel scared. I'm gonna take Ipecac. I need some Ipecac. Stat.